Welcome back to another edition of This Week in Wabash. I'm your host, Wade Weaver from 105.9 The Bash, along with...
I'm Andrea Zwiebel from Wabash Marketplace.
She's back and in studio. Beautiful. And also downtown. What are you going to show us this week?
Well, we're going to go check out some of the holiday stuff going on in downtown. You might not think it right now because it's so darn sunny.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice this week. Beautiful.
Christmas is coming. And so if you haven't already done your holiday shopping or you're looking for some fun holiday things to do in downtown, we're going to tell you all about those opportunities.
That is so cool. I love the videos. I can't wait for you to see these. They're really cool. Plus, you're going to go to Paradise Spring Historical Park, something we've done, but is this a little more Christmassy?
Yeah, so we're going back to the story walk,
okay.
And I'm going to read 2 pages of the book that's there right now, and there's a super extra special treat at the end of the story walk this time, and you can find out how to get a free cookie from Oh My Cakes.
Oh, I love it. I love Oh My Cakes, too. All right, so we're going to find out a little bit more about what's happening downtown for Christmas. There are so many things to do. Plus, we want to make sure you know what's going on at Southwood. The Southwood Athletic Director joins us from MSD with Mike Kefauver. And got a call that said, Jen Rankin said the Wabash County Solid Waste Management District is closed until December 21st. This stinking COVID.
I can vouch for that.
Yeah, no kidding. It's ruining everything.
It's no fun.
It's no fun. Mm-hmm. But I'd tell you what's fun. Lights for Riley. And they've got a new location this year.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the video too.
Oh, wait till you see this. I drove up and I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention, but because I was trying to get my stuff, camera and ready to go, didn't realize how in sync the music was to the lights. That was bad, eh? I'm sorry, but that was awesome.
And I hear that they changed their music.
Yeah.
So you can go back night after night and see something different.
It's so cool. And the things light up different. And, well, we'll just let you see it. It's all coming up on this episode. Right now, let's just go to part 1 of MSD and Southwood Athletic Director Tom Finnicle with Mike Kefauver.
Today at MSD of Wabash County, we have Mr. Tom Finnicle, who is the Athletic Director at Southwood Junior Senior High School. And Mr. Finnicle, I first remember you when I actually was in college. That's interesting.
Yes,
What's
it
that
is.
mean as far as age? But in college, and I actually coached some junior high girls basketball. Really did not know what I was doing. You came in and showed me a lot of things. Your high energy, and that really propelled me to be not a coach. But actually, you did a great job with that. But I'm not a coach, and I admire coaches. And sometimes I don't know what's so hard about it. In most sports, you just score more points than the other team, and you win a game. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. So tell us a little bit about your path to becoming the athletic director at Southwood Junior Senior High School.
Great question. As a high school kid, and this will date me a little bit, 1974, I believe, the fall of 1974, Bob Larson, God bless Bob Larson, who was the athletic director and football coach at Peru High School, said, "Hey, you want to get out of your study hall?" "Yes, sir, Mr. Larson, I do." And I became an office assistant in the athletic office at Peru High School. I remember working on contracts, not knowing a thing that I was doing. But I thought, this is kind of cool. I kind of dig this. So fast forward, I student taught at Northfield. They called me. I had gone back to Indiana State University, home of Larry Bird, among others. I enrolled in graduate school because I was a fall student teacher. And I got a phone call from Steve Lee, who was a principal at Southwood High School at the time, and he said, "Hey, got a teaching job for you." And I said, "August what?" He goes, "Monday morning." This is a Friday. And I said, "Can you give me an hour to think about it?" He goes, "You can have 2. So that's what I vividly remember about Steve Lee's conversation. So I made some phone calls. I got out of my classes. I got out of my apartment lease. And I came to Southwood in January. And 6.5 years in the classroom. And the athletic director's job opened up, and I was coaching 4 sports at the time. I was coaching a fall sport, junior high boys basketball and varsity wrestling, assistant in the wintertime. In the spring sport, I did baseball, did track, and I thought, there's no job guy leading this. I can do this because I've done most of this other stuff. So I applied, several processes took place, and I became that guy, and that was 32 years ago.
Amazing. I didn't know all those other stories, so it's good to know, and people out there in the audience that don't know all the history behind that. So thank you for that. So this has been a very unusual year. Obviously, last year was very unusual end of the year. So we have concluded with the fall sports, starting the winter sports now. Tell us a little bit about some of the successes of the fall sports, and then what is going on with the winter sports and how the athletes are doing.
Fall sports had a really, really great season out of our football program, and those guys they've done a lot of work, and Dave's done a great job with those kids. Got beaten in a regional by the team that eventually got beaten in the state championship game, South Adams. But again, Dave's done a great job with those kids in that program. The Braden Sweet ran in the state cross country meet this year, and I think finished 35th maybe, but a great career for him. And Braden just signed with Indiana Wesleyan yesterday. The volleyball team had a better season than they've had in the last 3 or 4 years. The kids made a better commitment to being better. And that's transcended into the winter season. The kids have been it's been a weird situation for the kids too. Social distancing and masks and who gets to touch water bottles and who doesn't get to touch water bottles and who gets to go in the locker room right now and who doesn't get to go in. It's been a weird scenario for the kids too. But they've adapted like kids do. Heading into the winter seasons, the girls have come out and been very competitive. The boys are trying to find their basketball legs right now. They're still playing football for the most part. Watched some practice last night. They're still pretty physical with each other, which is okay, except referees don't like to let that stuff go in a basketball court. So the biggest hurdle that our kids have faced so far this winter is who's going to be in, who's going to be out based on the contact tracing stuff that we're doing with the COVID. And it's going to impact us again, and it's going to impact everybody. It already has impacted everybody, but who's at practice, who's not at practice, and just making sure that we do all the things that we can do to try to stay safe. That's where we are right now. Yeah. We started junior high girls last night. Junior high boys are in. 7th grade boys are back in after being quarantined for a 2-week period, and it's a revolving door right now.
Yeah. Very disappointing for all of our fans and our coaches, and especially our student athletes. And so, but we are working hard to try to make sure that they are safe, and we have to follow the protocol. And that's what happens when we follow that protocol, that some students will not be able to play because of quarantine.
And it's just, like you said, Mike, the worst part I think is too for our fans. So we've had some very, very dedicated fans at Southwood. I mean, some of those people have been coming to games since I was first there. And it's hard to tell those people they can't come to games because we're at a 2 vouchers per player limitation. But it is what it is right now. And sun's going to come back up again sometime for us. I know it is.
Exactly. We're going to be coming back here in just a little bit and talk to Coach Fennicle. And we did say not athletic director, but Coach Fennicle.
Shop local this holiday season. Give the gift of downtown with gift baskets custom made by Wabash Marketplace. The baskets are ready to give to that special someone on your shopping list. With designs ranging from coffee lovers to puzzles and pizza, there's a theme for all ages. Each basket features multiple items from downtown businesses such as Modoc's Market, Charlie Creek Inn, Downtown Nutrition, Bella Zoe, Bluebird Boutique, and more. Each basket design is individual. Prices range from $25 to $100. Let us do the holiday shopping for you. All you have to do is buy yours now at wabashmarketplace.org.
I just will tell you this. I would never want to be an athletic director, especially during COVID. Can you imagine the headaches they're going through right now? I mean, seriously.
I can imagine also having had to cancel many events that take place in downtown.
Yeah.
It was sad.
Yeah.
You were breaking people's hearts.
It's been a nightmare. And, you know, we got the big holiday Wabash County tournament coming up. It's hosted by Southwood this year. So there's just so many things to think about. And what do we do? Can we do it? Mm-hmm. But anyway, I appreciate him stopping by. Part 2 coming up in a little bit. We're not talking athletic director. He's a volleyball coach and a very successful one. We'll find out more details about that. But let's talk more about these gift baskets.
Well, we wanted to give a chance for everybody to see them. So you just got to take a look at each of the gift baskets that are available for purchase on our website, wabashmarketplace.org. We knew some people weren't going to want to come downtown and do their own holiday shopping, and so we've done it for you. We've customized each of the baskets with a few items from different stores across Wabash. So we call it Give the Gift of Downtown.
That's so cool. That is so cool. I can't mention anything on air right now because I'm going to be doing some shopping. So, yeah, I just can't really tell you all about it. But I will tell you all about this. With Jen Rankin, we had a chance to talk to her over the phone. So we've got that little... They're not called Zoom on this production, but it's just... we're going to talk to her. So here we go. Let's talk to Jen Rankin. On This Week in Wabash, we wanted to check in with Jen Rankin from Wabash County Solid Waste Management District. Currently, your office is closed. Tell us about that. Tell us what's going on.
Yes, we are closed down until December the 21st. Of course, we're all in quarantine, unfortunately, but that's how it goes. We will try to open back up on the 21st because we have a lot of customers that like to get rid of the old to bring in the new. And so we will try our best to be open on the 21st. Now, as far as the regular drop site recycling, that is still open and there's no change to that. But remember, that's only for your basic recyclables. So your paper, plastic, aluminum, steel, plastic, and cardboard.
All right. If anybody has any questions, they can call your voicemail and you can get back with them, right?
Yes, I'm here by myself, but I am doing my best to return all calls or get to all calls when you do call. So please feel free to give us a call. There's really absolutely nothing that we can open the doors for right now. So we're not accepting chemicals or paints, appliances, tires, and our normal things that we take in the warehouse here.
All right. Wabash County Solid Waste Management District office closed until at least December 21st, or hopefully they can get back open on December 21st. But the bins are open for recycling. Jen Rankin, thank you for joining us on This Week in Wabash.
Thank you, Wade.
Hey, Wade. I just had to come out and enjoy this sunshine. Can you believe this weather right now? It's almost mid-December, and I don't even have a jacket on. So now is the perfect time for you to bring your family out to the Story Walk. If you haven't been here before, or if you've been here before, the story changes every month. And so this is a project brought to you by the Wabash Library and the City Parks Department. And it's an outdoor, family-friendly adventure to read a storybook. And there's something special going on this month. So I'm going to just walk you through, and I'll read you the first 2 pages of the book. If you love it and you want more, come on down and read the rest of the story on your own, and then find out how you can get a free cookie from Oh My Cakes in downtown Wabash, which I love cookies. I'm going to need a free cookie. So let me tell you all about the Story Walk, and we're going to be reading The Snowy Day. So here's the beginning post to tell you a little bit about the Story Walk. If you're not familiar, it's a concept that's all over the nation, and they can present storybooks out in a place outside of the library walls, so that it can incorporate nature and reading and family activities and all the fun stuff. So we're here at the first page. One winter morning, Peter woke up and looked out the window. Snow had fallen during the night. It covered everything as far as he could see. What's gonna happen next? We have to walk on to find out. And they look like they just repaved part of this path, and so it's really beautiful right now. Okay, page 2. This is the last page you're gonna get from me. After breakfast, he put on his snowsuit and ran outside. The snow was piled up very high along the street to make a path for walking. So come on down, read all of the pages on the Story Walk, and then at the end, you'll find out how to get that free cookie from Oh My Cakes.
It just warms my heart to have Andrea's Weevil to read me a story. I kind of wish I had had some hot chocolate and let you read the whole book.
It would have been great because the book's called Snowy Day.
Snowy Day.
And I think they probably picked that book, so it's the partnership with the library and the Parks Department. They probably picked that book thinking we'd have like a foot of snow by now.
No.
No
We haven't
snow.
had jack squat. Maybe a foot of mud for a couple of days. But no, it's been beautiful this week of taping this show. And hopefully you'll get down to Paradise Spring Historical Park and check out the Story Walk. It's really neat. And while you're at it, find out else. We talked about last week what else is going on with the library.
They're doing an ugly sweater contest, and it's happening in December, and you're supposed to take a photo in downtown Wabash wearing your ugliest sweater and then hashtag them at the library. And they said they're going to pick the best worst sweater to be a prize winner.
I think what we should have done is the ugliest face mask contest.
That would have been funny.
I know.
And so on trend.
Why do I think of this like in the middle of December? It was great. Dang it. Anyway, it's a thought. All right. Well, speaking of thoughts, let's go back out to Mike Kiefaber and MSD's Southwood Athletic Director and Tom Finnicle.
Welcome back, and here we are with Mr. Finnicle, and at this time we're going to talk more, not about the athletic director position, but as a coach. So Coach Finnicle, tell us a little bit about maybe one or two of your favorite memories that you've had over the years here at Southwood Junior Senior High School.
Great question. And as a coach, I've gotten to coach lots of things and seen lots of kids in various scenarios, and it's to me, the greatest experiences that I can recall are kind of like in the classroom. For me, they're a lot like in the classroom, and I love grammar. Loved grammar as an English teacher. Thought that was great stuff, because things fit places here, and if you know what you're doing, you know where it goes, then you'll do the right thing with it. But that always loved watching the light go off on a kid when I get it now, man, I understand that. I've always thought that was the coolest thing. Same thing athletically. When a kid picks up on a concept and then they utilize that concept in a contest after they've worked at it in practice and failed, and they come back and they get it right in the game, it's all of a sudden it's like, I can do this anytime I want now, I got this. And that's a great thing for me, and I can put lots of kids in those scenarios, but that whole concept piece of I can do this, I can accomplish this, is what's really cool for me as a coach and as the athletic director too. Again, I've been fortunate enough to be the volleyball coach at Southwood for a long time. Some people say too long, but that's all you gotta do is call me. I'll be happy to go away. But I've gotten to see lots of kids come through, and now I'm seeing daughters come through and sons come through. And dear God, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm sure there's a grandchild coming through pretty quick that I haven't seen. But again, that light going off over their head when they figure out, oh, that's how you get this done. I can do this now. Whether it's shuffling your feet to keep a ball in front of you, or how to make a hard cut off your left foot or your right foot. It's just those different things are really cool to me, and watching that happen with kids, that transformation is pretty cool. Memory-wise, first time we took a volleyball team to the Final Four, that was incredible. I mean, that experience, and even though we puked there late, but it was still one of the cooler things we ever got to do. First time we won a sectional, it was all one class in volleyball. Watching our football team advance to the state finals in '90, that was an incredible experience just because of how we won the semi-state game on a 2-minute drive late in the game. Remembering those old poles that used to sit on the football field basically, and Coach Preston in the crow's nest over midfield on an angled slant pole yelling at people, get White back or get somebody back. And just those are the things that just stick out in my head right now.
Okay. Going back to what you talked about as far as volleyball, you're really building a lot of confidence with students and student athletes. So it's interesting to hear how you said that light bulb goes off. And the light bulb goes off, but then also they gain confidence with that, and then they can continue on with that. And so as we talk about student athletes, in your perspective, what is important about being a student athlete, being able to be involved in school and doing those different things for life experiences also?
We talk a lot about now, or I talk a lot about now, especially with the volleyball kids, because that's my close group. Life is not a game of Nintendo or Xbox where you get to hit a reset and start all over completely. You're going to get knocked down and you're going to fail, but you're going to have to get back up again. That doesn't mean start over. It means pick up where you were on the spot. I think learning how to fail and how to recover is huge for the development of a person. I think time management skills are incredible. Some kids, they just want to go home after school and sit around and let mommy cook dinner for them, and that's not the reality of how they're going to have to live their lives. going to practice for 2.5 hours after school, and then, you know, showering and going home and having dinner, and then managing your homework and making sure you get all that stuff done. Those time management things are vital to success, I think, later on in life. Being able to communicate with people that don't necessarily like. I mean, everybody's got kids on their team that they don't want to hang out with. And being able to play with those kids and understand that that kid beside me, I may not want to hang out with that kid beside me, but that kid's my teammate. And therefore, I've got to be able to communicate is big. So, again, time management, learning to recover from failure, communication things, I think are all things that sometimes we lack because of the cell phone. And we hide our faces and we put our faces in the cell phone, and we lose some of those things. But I think in a practice scenario or in a game situation, student athletics, those things become really, really big and pivotal in the development of kids.
And that's great. You talk about a lot of philosophy. I know that there was an employer here in Wabash that talked to me about, you know, what they wanted to see in an employer. And one thing was when they looked at an application and looked at their resume, what did they do in high school? What did they do in college? And it's just like you said, time management. If they did only school, they may still receive the job, but also if they were doing other things, they knew that they could maintain and be able to navigate all that time management because of all the extracurricular, not just athletics, but also all the other things that we do with fine arts and different things like that. So you should write a book on that. Did a great job. So.
But Mike, and you, if I can add on to that, you're exactly right. The kids that are your focal point athletes are also your lead singers in a choir of the school play, or they're in student congress, or they're the guys that are on the prom development committee. It's those kids push themselves or get pushed to the front of the list, and they absorb more and more things to do, and those kids, they become very well versed in doing lots of things. And it's cool to watch those kids, again, manage their time, because they're usually, you know, they're A students or AB students, and they're doing 10 other things besides just going home and hitting their thumbs on an Xbox.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So again, just want to thank you for your time today. Thank you for your dedication for all of the students and the staff and the community at Southwood Junior Senior High School. And as always at MSD of Wabash County, dream big and work hard.
So excited. I mean, when people, entrepreneurs and local business people get together to do cool things, I'm all about it. And so I wanted to talk to these folks. First of all, Mrs. Caller is on the radio. Hi, Mrs. Caller.
Hello, Wade. How are you doing
Awesome.
today?
It's so good to talk to you. And I loved our off-the-air conversation. We'll get back to that some other time. But let's talk about small business people, local business people that have their own, you know, kind of small business. And I truly believe you don't have to have like like a big old retail store to be considered a small business person. You can just sell, you know, like Pampered Chef and Paparazzi and 31 and Scentsy, you know, stuff like that, right? Am I right?
It's absolutely true. We're small business people. And if you think about it in terms of like not Paparazzi or Pampered Chef or Pink Zebra or Scentsy or 31, think about it this way. Our 31 lady sells purses, wallets, organization totes,
Exactly.
things like that.
Yeah.
Our Scentsy people sell cleaning products. They sell products for your home. They also sell like foot scrubs and stuff like that for soaking your feet, above just their their warmers and their scents. My Pink Zebra lady, she has some of the best hand sanitizer that you'll ever buy, and you can mix your own hand lotions with that particular business. They have warmers as well, so you have to think about it past just, and like me, I sell jewelry. I don't, it's Pink Zebra, or not Pink Zebra, I'm sorry, it's Paparazzi, but it's jewelry. I sell jewelry.
Right.
That's what I sell. And Pampered Chef sells kitchen products. I mean, so we all, if you think about it, past us just being, like a lot of people look at it like, well, you sell Paparazzi, or we do more than that. That's not, don't think about us that way. Think about us in a broader term.
Well, what's really cool, too, is you've made it easier because, a lot of folks are scared, and rightfully so, based on what everybody's being told. They're scared to go into other people's homes, or, you're not allowed to get together and have parties and that stuff. So what you've done is you've got a pop-up retail store, which I think is really cool. Can you tell everybody where you are?
We're at 180 Harrison Avenue, and we're in the little shopping mart. We're near Todd Adams and Boost Mobile, and that's where we are.
Okay.
It's the corner of, I think, Miami and Harrison.
Right. Most people have driven by it for sure.
Oh, sure. And we have a big thing on our window that says Pop-Up Boutique.
Pop-Up Boutique. So very, very cool. So we're going to be talking to all of you throughout the next couple of weeks. We're going to be popping in and doing a live Facebook thing this Saturday. And so we're just going to have some fun with this Pop-Up Boutique. Folks, don't think of it as in-home parties, because you don't have to. If you just want to go out and get your wife something really cool, you don't have to have an in-home party to do it. This Pop-Up Boutique will do it. So let's talk about it again. You've got paparazzi jewelry, and you've got stuff like for $5. Little kids could go shop for their parents.
Oh, absolutely. We have $5 nickel and free. I have necklaces, rings, bracelets. I have plenty of product. If you tell me what you're looking for, I can match it. You bring in a shirt, and I will find you the perfect piece of jewelry. Christmas bags, and I have the tags.
That's awesome.
They can write the name on. We can have it ready to go under the Christmas tree right there.
Awesome. So paparazzi, you don't have to be on Facebook. You don't have to have an in-home party. You don't have to sell it yourself. You can just go and do it. What are the hours of this pop-up boutique?
Our pop-up boutique is open Tuesday through Friday from 4 to 8, and then we're open on Saturday from 9 to 5.
Okay.
Now, I just want to say that if you're concerned about, like, a bunch of people being at the store, we do have a phone number that you can call, and we will let you in when no one else is there. One of us will meet you, because a lot of people are concerned.
Sure.
So like you're an older person, or your immune system's down, you can call 260-571-6664, and that's Christy. Or you can call me at 260-571-9996, and we will meet you at the store during our closed hours and let you shop around when no one else is there.
Great idea. Great idea.
Well, and you can have, you know what? And if you don't want to have people, and like I know we have to have small gatherings, so you don't want to have a party at your house, we are providing the drinks and the food for your party if you want to invite your friends in there to go shopping and have like a party.
That's so cool. Pop-up boutique. And so we'll be talking with the other folks. We got paparazzi today, but there are a pink zebra. Let me see if I can do it without any looking at help. Okay, pink zebra, 31. You also have Scentsy. And I got to tell you, my favorite, Pampered Chef. I love their products. I love their products. So I'm looking forward to seeing all of that. Laura Knable, thank you, ma'am.
No, thank you, Wade,
All
because
right.
we really appreciate the support of the community. They've been fantastic so far.
All right, very good. So get into the pop-up boutique.
Hey, it's Andrea from Wabash Marketplace, and I wanted to take you downtown and show you some of the holiday decorations and some of the beautiful windows that are on display in some of the storefronts, and tell you about some of the shopping specials that we have still going on between now and the holidays. And so let's go take a look at some of these beautiful windows. We're here at Chapman's. They're not open till 4 o'clock, but you can still come in and see they have a train-themed window display. And coming up, we have Visit Wabash County. They have some specials going on. You can get the Erica Ford triptych print of Wabash. It's on sale right now for the holidays. So come get that. Take a look at some of their beautiful holiday decor. Here we have Andy's Boutique. You can stop in and get some specials on some of their women's clothing. course, one of everyone's favorite, Modoc's Market, always has gorgeous windows. And if you haven't been yet, you need to come see these because they have a Christmas vacation theme that will blow your mind. Look how good this is. Hallelujah, holy coffee, where's the Tylenol? You will just get a big kick. There's an RV. Don't you go falling in love with it now. $25,000 imported Italian twinkle lights. And of course the story of Modoc. So if you haven't been to downtown to check out all of the window displays, come and do that. They look beautiful at night too. We have our holiday decorations up and ready for everybody to take a look at those. Some of the other specials that we have going on, the museum does have their gift shop open right now. They don't have their exhibits open on display, but you can still stop in and just buy from the gift shop. They also have online sales available for that. And don't forget Shop Local to Win still happening. So every week we're giving away downtown bucks to some lucky winners. And Charlie Creek Inn, where we're at now. We can see here the corner of their candy shop with a Grinch theme, always popular for families. But they have a gift card promotion going on right now. Buy $150 worth of gift cards and get $25 free. So that's something you definitely don't want to miss out on. Stock up for the year. The Honeywell Foundation is doing another take and bake, which are the really popular family style meals, and those are taking bookings for Christmas. It is $59.95 per person, includes a ham with all of the sides and dessert, including sugar cream pie. And they're taking reservations on that, I think up until next week. So if you're interested, take a look at that on their website. The outdoor courtyard is even decorated for Christmas in downtown. We definitely want to see you. So come on to downtown Wabash. Bluebird Boutique also has some specials going on. They have a free gift with purchase if you spend $75. And as always, downtown bucks are a great way to celebrate anybody that you love, and they're the gift that fits everyone. You can shop anywhere in downtown Wabash. They're for sale on our website, wabashmarketplace.org, and at Visit Wabash County in person if you're wanting to pick those up and have them as a stocking stuffer. And then last but not least, give the gift of downtown. Wabash Marketplace has put together some collaborative gift baskets from all of a lot of the shops in downtown, and they're available for sale on our website with pickup here in downtown Wabash. And be on the lookout for even a little special video highlighting what's in all of those gift baskets. So happy holidays. We'll see you soon.
So much going on in downtown Wabash. And I love that the merchants are just really moving forward and trying as hard as they can to get you to understand what they're doing. A lot of them are getting online, on Facebook. They're selling as the best way they can, and they're surviving. I like it.
Yeah, they've come up with some innovative, fun things. And so a lot of them still have shopping specials. And so that's what we wanted to make sure we highlighted still in the video. Like Charlie Creek Inn is doing a gift card special. Like, why wouldn't you want to buy gift cards now if you're going to get some free to use later?
Right.
And they all just did such a good job on their windows. You just need to come down before it's too late and see how cute. And if you haven't seen Modoc's, that was highlighted in there with the Christmas vacation theme.
Yes.
But the winner of the Storefront People's Choice Award went to Pizza King.
Yay.
They have the hand-painted snowman scene, and so that's not featured in the video. You'll have to come downtown and take a look at that.
That's awesome. Check it out. All right, something else you need to do, and I believe there's a page. I think it's the Wabash Crime Watch page, or whatever that Heather France does. She has a list of the lights that are like dominant in Wabash, or dominant light, like houses that have a lot of lights. Well, she has the lights for Riley listed on there. And so I took a trip out there, and let's find out what happened with Nick Watkins. This is a cool video. Make sure you share it. All right, we're with Nick Watkins, Lights for Riley here on This Week in Wabash. And ho, ho, ho. How are you, Santa Nick?
Good, good. How are you?
Santa Nick, Saint Nick. That just works so nice.
It does work out kind of a little bit,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
pretty cool. Lights for Riley. You've been doing this for how many years, man?
This is our 10th year. We did take a couple of years off, but the new neighborhood that we're in here, Candlelight Village here in Wabash, all the neighbors sort of encouraged me to do it. They
Really?
came out and, oh yeah, Halloween, we actually were not really planning on doing much this year and just, you know, lighting up the house like the rest of the neighbors and not doing a show. And then Halloween night, we had several neighbors come out and say, hey, you know, you should really do it. You should do it. And I had another neighbor come by, do it. You know,
That's cool.
You know, after that, it was kind of like, all right, well, we'll do it. And, you know, in a little over 3-4 weeks later, here we are. So as I've been telling people that come by the display, we pass out candy canes and we have little Riley bracelets and stuff too. And I've got the bell that I shake and all that stuff. This is the fastest I've ever put together a display. Normally, it's something that I'll plan for all year long. And, you know, well, we've had such a success this year that I'm already planning for next year's display.
Nice,
And it's
yeah.
going to be 10 times bigger than what it is right now. So
Now, compare it to when you were on your other street off of Stead Street. What was
on
it?
Vermont, yeah.
On Vermont. Compare this year's display to that.
So in years past, this is a different display. I'm glad you asked the question. In years past, we would wrap the entire house. We had the big tree in the side yard, all the arches across the front. You can see all the videos from those years on our YouTube channel. And really this year what we've done is I've got a small display over here that I think you're videoing now.
Yeah.
And it's basically what they call pixels. They're RGB LEDs that I can turn any color. And then on the house I've just got more of a standard, you know, old-fashioned Christmas display, although they are LEDs. It's a different take on what we've done in the past. I've only got one set of lights on the house, so actually there's only about 4,000 lights on the whole house. And at the old house, it was, 30,000 that we would have just on the house. So completely different take. What is cool about the pixel display, or the one with all the different colors, is that's actually portable. So I can pick that thing up and transport it somewhere and set it up, you know, let's say downtown somewhere or in a church or somewhere like that.
Really?
And I can actually put together a package like that for a church or a community organization if they wanted to do their own display. So it's really neat that's portable, and it does all the neat images and stuff on the tree that, you know, you wouldn't expect out of Christmas lights.
And it is completely in sync with the music.
It is, yes.
That is just the coolest thing.
And both parts, the house and the tree display, are in sync with the music. So it makes for a really entertaining time. It's completely free. Anybody can come by. We're on Sunday through Thursday, 6 to 10, and then Friday and Saturday, 6 to 11. And we're usually out here with candy canes, Riley bracelets, and we've got a donation box out front. We are dedicated to Riley Children's Hospital in Indianapolis. And with this being our 10th year, we're hoping to break that $20,000 mark. But over the course of the 10 years, we've raised just over $15,000. So hopefully we got a pretty big goal this year, but hopefully we can make it.
So, any reason why you chose Riley's? I mean, is there something in your personal life? Or family?
Yeah, so I went there as a kid, and I actually have a hearing problem, which is interesting enough that I chose music,
Yeah.
and I can do all that, but I've got full hearing in my left ear, almost full hearing in my left ear, but I'm actually almost completely deaf in my right ear. And I went there, and they took such good care of me. And it resonated enough that, you know, 20 some years later, when I decided to put together a display, that, you know, they were the first people I thought of when it came to an organization to support. Because, you know, when we first put it together, I wasn't going to collect donations, and then my wife actually made a suggestion. Well, you know, we're doing this, and we're going to have all these people come by, and they're going to want to give to something, so let's find a worthy good cause for it. And that's what we did.
And of course, the audio can be found just like at the drive-in theater.
Yep, yeah, 89.9. I'm not sure if that's their station or not out there, but you know, yeah, you just tune your car radio to 89.9 FM, and it's within inside of the display. So once you pull into the neighborhood, that's a good time to turn it on. You can usually get the audio right around the time that you come into the neighborhood. And once you leave the neighborhood, you'll lose it again.
Speaking of the neighborhood, I noticed on the way in that a lot of your neighbors have actually gotten in the spirit. There's a lot of great lights over there.
Yeah. So we had the neighbors come by on Halloween because we had, I don't know if you remember, but we actually had some singing pumpkins out here. I've got the 3 pumpkins out at the Halloween time that we project onto. I'm kind of stealing the magic here, but we project onto and they sing and there's faces on there. And they, so it's kind of a Halloween show that we do. Well, when they came to me and they said, hey, you want to do a Christmas display? You want to do a Christmas? All right, we'll do it. So I put a post out on the Facebook group that we have for the neighborhood here. And I said, hey, it would be great if everybody could, light up this year. And the next thing I know, you've got the Lopez's down there, the McFarlands, the December, several other families. I'm leaving out some, I'm sure, that have lit up this year, and it looks phenomenal. I'm really happy with it. And as a matter of fact, I've got at least 2 neighbors interested in doing what we're doing here. So,
oh, cool.
You never know. You might come through next year and have 4 or 5 houses doing it. So
nice. Well, you've got a great location here. This is wonderful. Again, it's in Candlelight Village. Best way to get there is just go north on Albert.
Yep.
And then head in on Minton.
That's correct.
And then just take Minton on down around. You've got lighted up signs on the way in here. And very, very cool. This is awesome. Nick.
Well, thank you very much, Wade.
Thank you, man, for doing this again. And, hey, let's get some donations here. I'll show them I just want to see this scene right here. This is just...
Oh, this is one of my favorites with Minions.
Yeah. What's your background? Do you have some kind of an engineering background, or what?
So I can't take all the credit for the display. I need to give a shout out, first of all, to my wife and kids for helping me.
Sure.
And then also to my brother, Matt. He works down at Paperworks here in Wabash. He helped out a lot. And my dad, Roger, he works out at Alloys, has for many years. And he actually built the base to the tree. And then my brother came over and helped me out with the sort of quote-unquote engineering side of it. But my background is actually in computers, and I do consulting for large corporations. Right now doing something for Arizona Public Service. So this is kind of just a hobby for me, but I've always loved computers, music, and Christmas lights. So what better than to mix all 3?
That's awesome. Oh, I see the Minions in the tree. I got it, so it changes.
Yes.
Yeah. That's beautiful. All right, Nick Watkins and the Lights for Riley. Give them the address again.
581 Oxford here in Wabash.
Come on by. And how late will the lights be up after Christmas?
So they're normally and that's a good question, because normally we would run through the first week of January, but this year, because of the neighborhood that we're in, we want to keep all the neighbors happy. We're actually running just until the 26th of this month, so that's one day after Christmas.
Thursday 6 to 10, and Friday and Saturday 6 to
And there's
11.
the hours.
We ask that you please be courteous to those around you and park with your headlights off. Please don't block driveways, and always leave room for vehicles to pass on our narrow street. As always, Lights for Riley is dedicated to Riley Hospital for Children, and 100% of all donations will be forwarded directly to Riley. We keep absolutely nothing for ourselves, except your smiles. If you'd like to leave a donation, a box is located on the front of the display. Thanks for visiting, and remember that Jesus is the reason for the season. Drive safely, and we wish you a Merry Christmas from the Watkins and everybody here at Candlelight Village.
I hope you saw those Minions light up in that tree. Like, I thought the whole time I was there, it was just a Christmas tree lighting up. But then he goes, I love the Minions. And I'm looking and I'm like, the Minions are in there.
So I haven't seen it yet in person. Yeah. I'm absolutely going to have to do a drive-by now.
Make sure you go and take all 3 of your kids.
I don't have 3 kids.
You have a boy, you have a girl, and your husband. That's 3 kids, right? Or does he consider you one of his 3 kids?
Is this a radio joke?
It's a radio joke. All right, very good. I haven't done a radio joke for a while. Next week, what we ought to do is just sit and do all kinds of Christmas jokes, the dad jokes, like the goofy radio dad jokes.
I'm not good at those, though. So.
Oh, I am.
You could have a whole hour of radio jokes.
Don't forget, there is a donation bucket there when you drive by. And also, there are more houses. And you can go out and share it on Facebook if you'd like. Put it on this video. Put it down below. and let us know some of the other locations that have a really cool light display. I'll go out next week and get more film. It's cool.
I'd love it.
Yeah.
A
it's
drive-through Christmas display.
Yes, very festive. Let us know of all of the really nice ones that you can think of. I love Christmas lights. This is my favorite time of year. So that's another show, man. We did it.
I guess.
2 more weeks till Christmas. Like we're already under 2 weeks left.
I don't know how that's even possible.
I don't
like
either.
less than 20 days
Yeah.
until Christmas. I don't know if you knew this, Wade, but my birthday is Christmas Eve.
No. I don't know if I'd like that.
It was weird kind of growing up.
Yeah.
But now I always have it off work. I mean,
Okay.
I always feel bad for adults that have to go to their job on their birthday.
On their
so
birthday, yeah. Well, that's an interesting concept.
So-
Christmas Eve.
we'll just have to celebrate that too.
We will celebrate all of that next week. Very, very cool. Right here on This Week in Wabash. Make sure you join us and please share this video with as many people as you can. I don't see enough shares. I want to see you share this video because there's people that live like on the West Coast that love to watch this thing because it brings them home to Wabash. So make sure you share it, would you please? It's time to go.
Share.
Share, and share alike. Have a great week.
I'll see you next week.
Yes, let's do it. Catch you later.